Hello, welcome to my demo. Thank you for joining me and watching this demo. And I'm glad that you have asked for this video, and I will really try to give a very valuable lessons today regarding acrylic. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Anushwa Paul Anu, and I'm from Calcutta, and I have a toddler of 3 years, and which actually having a toddler makes it difficult for a mother to work as an artist. That is true, but honestly, they have so much of art supplies. They have more art supplies than I will ever have in my life. So I all the time steal art supplies from her. This is also from her drawing book. This is just a paper, okay? So I'm just putting it here to teach you something. And another thing is, I used to work in corporate office before corporate job, but I've been teaching for around 5 years, and I have been like completely art is my career for around 5 years now. So today, let's discuss what are the problems that we generally have with our acrylic medium, right? Acrylic medium, what I am going to use is the bottles. These bottles, and I have put some bottles over here. So you can use tubes also, okay? No problem. Tubes, you have to put it in your palette. So, and bottles, you can take it from directly from bottles also. uh, Big tubes I have. You can have this if some colors like white color, they end up very fast, so you can buy the big tubes also separately, not with this set. All right, so there are few problems that we are going to talk about, and few things that we should know about the colors, okay? So first thing, the most people have problem is with blending, right? Okay, let me show you a few things before I start. This is one painting. See the sky blending, okay? um one second, let me show you another one. I'm not showing this to intimidate you, but I'm just showing this how blending works when you work uh, with the right technique, okay? So this is the blending part. Another thing is how to hold your brush while doing, suppose, this kind of painting, okay? This kinds of painting, how to hold your brush. Suppose you are doing this forest here, the thin lines, can you see here, the water reflection and the flowers, and biggest example is here, this one. Can you see how thin the lines are? See, this is for my courses which I actually built for people who want to go for deeper learning for painting. And third one is color mix, okay? Color mix is, let me show you one thing. Here, okay, here is few colors mixed and blended together, here and this one, this two. Can you tell me what is the color of this part? It is green, right? But I would say that you cannot put only green over here. Okay, here comes another topic which is related to colors, that is called values. So if you look closely, this is brown and this is green. Okay, this brown has three values: light, medium, dark. Light, medium, dark. Here also there are three values: light, here some are medium, and there are inside you will see the darkest color. So whenever you are, see here also this is pink but with three values. This bridge is brown. Can you see the values? Can you identify it? Yeah. Here the leaves. Can you see the values? So to understand this color mix, blending, how to hold your brush, color values, you need to have a very structured painting course. It's not like in one session I cannot teach you everything, but with my painting course these all paintings are included, and every time I start one chapter, that chapter is basically on one of the technique that I teach. Okay, so today we will first learn in a simple way how you can hold your brush. So take a rough paper first. Okay, take a rough paper, just a rough paper. This is normal drawing copy paper. Don't think about too much about GSM and everything that. Now take your round brush. This is number 2. Okay, you can go for 4 also. Okay, so about the art supplies I already told you. So here I'm taking one dark color so that it is visible for you to see. Just 1 second, hold on. Okay, now here let me keep this one side. Okay, in this side, just to show you this one. Okay, here I'm taking a dark color. I'm going to give you an exercise. Okay, just take your color, a rough paper, and take your color on your palette, and from there you just on the tip of the palette, suppose this is my palette, and on the tip just a drop of water, and here now your brush is ready. Now there are a lot of mysteries when you work with acrylics. Okay, when you see something very fine lines, then you think like maybe my hand is not equipped, maybe I'm not talented enough to make these fine lines. But no, that is not the reason. The thing is you are not holding your brush properly. That is the only thing. So when you learn, you just need to practice that way. Okay, so I'm giving you one small practice to do at your home when you are free. Okay, take one color, little bit of water in it, take your number 2 brush. Now hold it like this, like a pen, just simply like a pen, and put it in your, touch the canvas or the paper with your brush, draw a simple line. Now look at this simple line. What do you feel? Simple line, normal, yeah, nothing artistic about it. But with this, you know what is your normal pressure. Now go for little light pressure, very light, like go for more light, more light. When your brush is almost not touching your base, whatever base you are. Here I'm applying the I'm doing it on paper. See now how thin it can go. Yeah, so thin. Now again take your color and push hard. Now this brush can give you this kinds of lines when your pressure is right. Okay, now you start this exercise. Hold your brush closer and little vertical. Okay, see what I am doing. I am mixing all the things, those brush that I just taught you, the pressure. What I have done is I mixed all these three in this line. I put the pressure here and release the pressure over here. It's very light. Now again I put the pressure over here. This type of exercise you need to do, and otherwise then you will understand how your hand works. Okay, and you can do it with different brushes. See now this brush, flat brush, there are a lot of mystery with this flat brush. With the flat brush I made this one, just hold on, this one, and all the blendings, see these blendings are all done by flat brushes. This is done by flat brush. All the blendings work are done by flat brush. The water here, these lines. So the flat brush is very mysterious brush, okay, and multitasking like women. Let's see. Okay, men are also multitasking. Fine. So, not my husband, not at all. Okay, now hold your brush like this. Do three kinds of brush stroke. Here like this, okay, and this. There are many things that you can do more than this, but these are the basic things that you can do with a flat brush. Now suppose the same thing, let me try with the flat brush. Now suppose one thing that I want to show you. This is a square, okay, and this is a round. Can you tell me, to fill color here, which brush should I take? This for the flat brush, right? And this for the round brush. Simple. Maybe a little thicker round brush, but round brush. Very good. Now let me show you one thing. You take your flat brush. Obviously you can fill this. That is fine. But suppose you don't have a round brush. You just have, you are going somewhere, doing a trip, and you want to paint when you are traveling. So which brush you should pick? I would go for only one brush you are allowed to pick, okay, only one brush. Will you pick only one round brush or will you pick just one flat brush? I will pick my flat brush. Now see what I will do. I just touch the corner. Done. So a flat brush can give you flat type of brush stroke, and also it can give you the lines, and also you can give you a point that a round brush can give. See, with the corner. Okay, so this few things, this is just the tip of the iceberg about brushes. So when you do more and more paintings, you will know what kind of brush strokes comes with. This is done by fan brush. Now the values, let's go for the values. What are the values? What you mean by the values? Suppose here, can you see the sky, the clouds, and here can you see the snow on the mountains? Yeah, which one is brighter? Which one is brighter? Is this cloud is brighter or the snow is brighter? Of course this one is brighter, right? But I'm telling you honestly, I have used the same white, simple this white for both of them. Why it is more brighter than this one? Yeah? Why? Because of the background. Not because of the color itself, because of the background. So, suppose I am putting a light color in the background and over it another light color. Suppose here you can say light and here is a dot of white. But here in this painting, can you see the dot of white more properly here or here? This dot is much more visible, though I have not done the reflection this much, but the reflection, the sunset is better over here, I admit, but this dot is much more prominent, isn't it? Because the background is darker and the background is very bright and light in here. Okay, so when you are doing those kind of painting, always remember when the background is darker and you want to pop up the painting, do some light uh, you know colors on the top of those dark background. The painting will just pop out. Okay, so these are the values. Now the color mix. Fine. Color mix, let me show you few things. Here one color, here these two color, don't focus on this two color. Okay, and yeah, here these two colors, the darker and the bluish, the greenish, the bluish. Okay, only focus on these things. Only focus on these things. Why I have put these colors together while blending? I could have put different color. Yeah, I could have put a different color than this, maybe a pink with blue. Yeah, pink with blue, here orange and blue. Can you see? Pink with yellow. Can you see? This I have not done in the course. Why? Because when you are putting two colors which are analogous to each other, why? Let me show you something. Just hold on. Three primary colors. One is red. I have this red. One is red Another is blue. Another is yellow. Okay, just hold on. Another is yellow. Now, can you see here which two colors I have put? Yellow, this one, and orange. Where to place the orange here? Where the orange will come? Here. The red and yellow mix with, and you will get an orange. Okay. So, when I'm doing this painting, if my yellow and orange mix together, it will not create any messy color. If you suppose I make orange and I add a little bit of blue with it, okay, here see, orange and blue, but if it gets together, then it will make a very ash kind of muddy color. Okay, so I just wanted to avoid it. Here a little muddy color, this is by like I wanted this, so that is why I made it. But here suppose this is blue, okay, this is blue and green. Where should I place green in this? Here, right? Now the green can mix with yellow, will give lighter green. The green will mix with blue, it will give little darker green, right? So I don't have that tension over here, like okay, my blue, if it gets mixed with green, what will happen? I don't have that tension over here, right? So, and purple, where should I place a purple? Here. You mix red and blue, you will get this. So again, I put blue with purple to make it easier for my student to focus on blending, to learn how to do blending rather than creating a mess. Yeah. So, like that, I have made so many paintings keeping in mind the color wheels. The color wheels that is analogous, the secondary color, so that even if it mix together, it doesn't make it muddy. Okay. Now here is different thing. This is paper, acrylic paper. On acrylic paper, blending is much tougher. Okay. So if you are using paper, you will not get the result at first. You have to work really hard. Now here I have made yellow and pink, yeah, reddish pink and yellow, and still I didn't get too much of bad color, you know. This is where if you see a painting which are giving different secondary plus primary, suppose this is a secondary purple and you are seeing a person who have blended yellow with a purple, you should understand that that person is a pro. And orange is a secondary, right? And mixed with a blue. So the person knows how much to blend, when to stop, when to work for the next layer. Okay. So drying, that comes drying of your painting. How long you should wait to put another layer. Okay. So those all things are taught in my 10 landscape sessions. These are all landscape that I'm going to teach in my session. So you can enroll it. Okay. And today, right now, I'm going to teach you in front of you how to do some blending. Okay. So take your flat brush. I'm using this 4 by 6 canvas paper. Yeah, 4 by 6. You can use 6 by 8 also for learning. Don't go for a big huge canvas. Please first learn the technique. and then you go for the bigger one. Okay, for in a small canvas, if you are using 6 by 8, perfect. Go for your brush 10, number 10, flat brush 10 or 12, both are fine. Okay, let's do some one color. Let's have a pink over here. I have some pink. What are the uh, analogous color to pink? This is a pink, is a secondary, almost like around here, right? Very less blue, a lot of red makes a pink, and I think a little bit of black, a touch of black. I don't remember the color mix, but yes, it will, the pink will be here somewhere. So what we can do is we can take blue with this for blending purpose. Now see, the color is thick enough. I'm not going to take water with this. Here the texture, you can see the paper, the canvas will absorb the water, and then it will give it a very nice surface. It is giving the surface to the water will not be absorbed completely. The paper, they absorb the water too much. So this canvas will not uh, absorb too much. So it will give a wet feeling, which will be easier for me to work on. Okay, that is why I am saying to work on canvas rather than paper. So I am just taking a bit of color. Okay, a bit of color. Just do it as an experiment first. Okay, just put it here. Color, I am not brushing it off. My brushes still have color, and see how much you can drag this color down. Just one color. How much you can drag it. So now with this you can understand that my color is getting thin, and see, up and down, and let me see how long I can go on and drag my color to it. And oh, by the way, don't come here and then again here. No, in a continuous way, a long cross kind of cross. This is cross, and I am just giving my brush a small cross kind of brush stroke. Now my color is, so this is how one mark of paint, this is the thickness of the paint. Okay, if this is more liquid, if I add more water to it, I can cover it whole, and if I make it more dry, then it might come half of it. That's it. Just wanted to show you how your water quantity decide how you can drag your color. Okay, now let's get into it a little bit more, just to cover up the texture of the canvas. Make a thick layer. Okay, make a thick layer, and now I am moving to my blending color. What color I decided? Blue, a bit of blue. Don't worry if they mix, and start from here. Okay, start from here and then go up. So what will happen is, a little bit of water I am just adding, just to make this lower section more color. The color is pretty thick, so I am just taking the advantage here. Okay, now I have a lot of color in my brush. If I start dragging it, the whole thing will get purple. So now I have to mop my brush. I wash my brush and in a cotton cloth just mop it. Now my brush doesn't have any color in it, so only that much which color in this line will be dragged, and do it fast. If you wait, then what will happen? The blending will not work. See, and still if you feel it is too much of color, again mop, again wash. Okay, see how beautiful purple it is giving in the middle. Now the purple is going very much up. I am mopping my brush. I don't want my whole painting to turn purple, so I'm just going down. And now the first layer is almost done. Upper layer needs a little bit more pink, I feel. See, now this is my one layer. You know how many layers I have used in the simple paintings, this paintings, 2-3 layers I guess. Okay, so and let me show you a few more. This rocks, they needed 3 coatings almost. This painting 2 to 3 coating, I don't remember, but not in one. Yeah, this way. Now see, you can see the lines, right? The white of the canvas. So that means the color is very thin. So let it dry, semi dry. Don't rush. If you put color on it right now, it is very wet. The more color you will put, the more the lower layer will get separated from the canvas. So hold on, have patience. You can use your hair dryer or something like, I'm just giving it a little air dry. Yeah, give it a little time so that the layer just get a hold on the canvas. Okay, they just have a grip, a strong grip, and then you can put another layer the same way. Okay, now my color is almost semi dry. Take more color and very less water. Okay, the water quantity of your brush should be very less. Only the color, whatever water it has, it should be there, and very gently touch your canvas. If you touch the canvas with the brush hard, then it will again give you white marks. Yeah, see, I'm getting the white marks. If I touch little heavily, I'm getting this white mark. When I'm putting it very slightly, see, very slightly, a little bit more color I need, I guess. My brush is getting too dry, and this white colors are coming. I don't want this white color. I'm taking a little bit more color, and I have to wait. I have to wait for it to dry, otherwise this white will never go. This white is not happening because I am putting the stroke wrong. My strokes are perfect, but I am hurrying because of time limit. So I have to give it some time to settle down. Okay, let it get settled down. Now you can see the white lines. See, white lines. Can you see? Because it is not dry. Okay. So here some mountains you can do. You can do some mountains, fine. It will look very nice. Take your flat brush. Take your blue. And hold your brush like a pen and use your this point. Okay, suppose here. This is just the outline, suppose. Okay, now I am going to mix a little bit of black here. A very less amount of black. Just here I want to make it a little deeper in color. The values I need to give, so the mountains look more like mountains need to stay separate. That's what I want to make in my painting. So I'm just, and the closure one will be darker than the farther one, always in a painting when you are making something far away thing. So that thing is darker than the, sorry, the thing which is closer to your eyes will be darker than the farther one. Yeah, I'm just concentrating on my mountain, so maybe I'm not talking the right thing. Just give me some moment. Give me a moment, just hold on. Yeah, and here see where I am holding my brush. And few white marks will look so beautiful here. It will feel like snow has fallen on this mountain. Now my this part is almost dry, I can see. Yeah, so I will finish this off slowly. See, only with white you can create so beautiful things. Okay, not overdo. This is my simple demo, so I don't want to make you feel too much overwhelmed. So with, by the way, with the blending work you can do anything. It's not mandatory that you do only this mountains or something like that only. You can do anything. My this is not completely dry enough, but let me try. Let's see what happened. Another coat of pink. I don't want this kind of lines on my painting, so I just put a another layer. Now see, let me blur in it again. I'm taking my pink and give it a cross, and make sure you are touching the canvas very gently. A little bit of blue will not harm. See, this is looking much better. is coming, the more it get dry, the more beautiful it will be. Because it is not getting dry enough, actually here the humidity is almost 90% right now in Kolkata. So to get things dry is a very tough thing for me. Just a bit of blue mixing. Hold on. Let me put a bit of color, otherwise the lower colors are see how many layers I need to do. In YouTube, sometimes you will see the artist is putting one color, done. Two color, next version you will see a beautiful 15 seconds painting, right? No, wrong. This is not a 15 seconds things, okay? This takes time for drying. This takes time for patience. So let me, 1 second, let me dry it off. I have a hair dryer. Just give me 1 moment, okay? Let me hair dry it and then I'll come back and finish this off, okay? Just give me 1 second.